cross over to the spire. Should be able to get up there now.
Hätte ich das Ding fast auf die Schnauze bekommen.
I thought Silence was helping me when he gave me slants. Looks like he tricked me. Transmitted something through the spire. Did he save Hades? Why would he do that?
Nein, das war bestimmt nicht
Figure out
er.
where he sent it. I can track him down. Hopefully the transmission note at the top will tell me. Well,
muss
doesn't
ich
look
jetzt
like I
lang?
can keep climbing this way.
Sag mal, ich drück nach rechts.
Looks like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the inside? An elevator? Let's see.
Hey Leute, die Hackerin.
Lucky day.
Engaging maintenance configuration.
The whole thing is opening up. Wonder what the Carja will make of this.
Sehe ich das richtig, dass das Ganze hier jetzt einfach nur ein ziemlich verrückter Far Cry Funkturm ist? Ein sehr futuristischer. Okay, vielleicht doch ein bisschen mehr als das.
Sword of the Far West. Bastard.
Well, Aloy, I see you finally figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my ruse.
You rigged the Lance to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless. You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. Or why to obtain one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding.
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, now why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West, and to learn all that I've discovered?
Oh, I'll come find you, all right.
Yes. Well, and the coordinates should make it simple enough. Even for you.
Ganz plötzlich will er, dass man ihn trifft. Oder was? Ich dachte im ganzen ersten Teil, der wäre einfach so ein super cooler Dude, der auch ein bisschen Ahnung von Tech-Stuff hat und einem gerne helfen will, aber wohl doch nicht so ein cooler Dude. Oder ist einfach nur ein Arsch.
Better let Varl and Murad know what I found.
Es wird jetzt interessant, wie sie das denen erklären will. Warum sind da überall Ausrufezeichen?
Machine carcasses. Remnants from the Battle of the Elite.
Achten.
We were almost overrun by the machines Hades controlled. But we pushed through. Looks like a memorial. Honoring those who fell in the Battle of the Elite. Lots of brave people defended this place from Hades.
Mhm.
Is that a statue of me?
Oh. Auch gut.
New. Guess I should be flattered by the statue. It feels wrong. Especially when my job's only half done.
Schöne Statue. Definitiv. Da ist nochmal ein Ausrufezeichen.
That's part of the Deathbringer we defeated. This machine was the last line of defense for Hades. It dragged the orb up here and then nearly killed me, but it's just a piece of scrap now.
You went inside it, and it transformed, almost like the day of the battle.
I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it, the Tenakth, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King Avad, a fragile peace has been negotiated, and indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tenakth might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
Ich hätte jetzt sagen können, ich gehe einfach rein und töte sie alle.
The Sun
Endet ja sowieso wieder so.
Aloy, it's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now? Please?
Itamin, quiet.
It's true. We bear gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace, but I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion. Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but Who's it? Vanasha.
Quick, better hand them over before she runs off again.
Really? Must you?
Sieht tödlich aus.
Try it on.
It's beautiful.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Dankeschön, Dankeschön.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
I need to attach the Master Override to my new spear. Should be a workbench around here I can use.
Sprich mit deinen Freunden. Kannst die Sichtbarkeit von Aloys Kopfschmuck im Bereich allgemeinem Hauptmenü ein- oder ausschalten. Sieht doch cool aus.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger, twice the size, covered in gold and jewels. But I was quite certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I'd hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger, but it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. Tenakth territory.
By the sun, that's a Tenakth? Well, perhaps Murad already told you, but after years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce in hopes of a lasting peace. Another embassy will be held in just a day or two.
Der
When you
Feindschaft.
say Years of hostility. I assume you mean the Red Raids?
Ah, yes. My favorite subject.
I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to know.
As you know, my father raided all the border tribes. The Asurum, Banuk, and Nora suffered greatly, resisting as best they could. But none fought back like the Tenakth. They rose up and assaulted our western front at Barren Light, sweeping us from their lands. Getting them to talk to us again after that was tricky.
What makes this coming embassy so special?
Well, just like today, it is special because of the guest. Our delegation will meet with the Tenakth just outside Barren Light. We'll give them treasure, and they'll return a prisoner. Fashav, one of our finest soldiers.
Soldier. Don't you mean raider?
No, not in this case. Fashav is my cousin, nothing like Helis and his ilk. He joined the Western expedition with the hopes of reining in certain excesses. But he was captured during a heroic defense of our forward base at Cinnabar Sands, and has been held ever since.
How did you get the Tenakth to talk again after the war?
The same way I got you to talk. By giving gifts.
Bestechung.
The Tenakth like tiaras?
More like medals, spices, and relics looted during the fighting. We've met with them on several occasions, and the gifts seem to have eased the tension. But this coming embassy is the most important yet. The best sign we've had so far that the Tenakth want lasting peace.
Ich glaube ja, die wollen keinen Frieden. Weil ich glaube, das ist diese Fraktion, die... Ja, egal. Aus dem Trailer hat man da so Sachen gesehen. Ich glaube, das sind die Bösen, die dann Dinge tun. Keine
Your
Spoiler.
cousin, Fashav. How long has he been a Tenakth captive?
5 years? Tenakth emissaries swear he is well, but I wonder. That tribe is renowned for its brutality. How did he survive? Well, I'll know soon enough. If you see him before I do, tell him that I await him in Meridian, where he belongs.
If I see him, I will.
Ich.
Itamen looks happy.
You got him out of Sunfall.
Tch.
Any happiness he has, he owes to you. He's turning into a fine young man, which he'll need to be if he's to inherit the crown.
Wouldn't the crown go to a son of yours first?
Yes, well, I'd have to get married for that to happen. Murad keeps throwing noble matches at me, but I find I'm always trying to make them into someone they're not. At any rate, I never aspired to the throne, and I don't wish to sit there forever. When Itamen comes of age, I hope to step aside. Free of the crown. I might finally be able to travel the world. Who knows? Perhaps even accompany you on one of your adventures.
You make it sound easy.
It is time to go.
I need to get going.
One moment, Aloy. There's something I must ask you. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really the time.
But it has to be. The way you left before, there's no way to know when I'll see you again. I'm not trying to stop you, or hold you back. But I need to know, when your mission is over, will you return to Meridian? And stay? Long enough for us to spend time to...
Versteh schon, er will Aloy heiraten. Ja, ja. Entscheidungspunkte, ja. Und er stellt sich der Herausforderung direkt. Er nutzt ihre Einsicht, um eine clevere, weniger offensichtliche Herangehensweise zu nutzen. und wähle Herz und Aloy bundet ihr Mitgefühl oder verleiht den tiefsten Überzeugungen Ausdruck. Okay. Ich möchte ihn nicht traurig machen. Ist doch so ein netter Mensch. Ah, benutzen wir mal das Brain.
Avad, the situation calls for a higher perspective. The threat I'm facing endangers not just Meridian, but a lot of other places too. A lot of innocent people. What happens between us, it's not important. At least, not yet.
You're right. I'm acting like a fool. It's supposed to be the king who calls for a higher perspective. Please accept my apology. And my wishes for your success. Goodbye, Aloy. As always, our hopes ride with you.
Oh, alles klar. Dann gab es noch diese Dame hier.
Dowager Queen Nasadi.
Blessed champion. Itamen, what do you say?
My humblest thanks to you, great champion, for delivering my mother and me from Sunfall, and for defending our holy city against the forces of Shadow. Did I say right?
You said it fine, Edmund. And you're welcome.
Champion, will you teach me how to shoot like a real machine hunter?
Itamen.
I have to go on an important mission, Prince.
To save the world?
Something like that. But when I come back, I could give you a few tips. It would be an honor.
We owe you our lives, champion, and we will not forget. May the sun light our way.
Watch out for Thunderjaws, champion.
Alles klar. Noch jemand zum Sprechen. Nicht so aus. Modifiziere deinen Speer. Wie genau mache ich das? Gibt es wieder eine Werkbank oder? Leichte Nahkampfangriffe sind schnell und können Panzerplatten von kleinen Maschinen abschlagen. Tippe 1 an, um einen leichten Nahkampfangriff auszuführen. Das weiß ich doch. Wuchtangriff aufladen. Aufladen! Zerstören wir mal das ganze Trainingsmaterial von den Leuten hier. Versuchen hier zu trainieren und ich zerstöre sie einfach. Okay, genug geschlagen. Einer noch. Da ist mir noch was eingefallen. Da kam doch vorhin Fertigkeiten. Oh mein Gott. Du hast deinen ersten Fertigkeitspunkt verdient. Fertigkeitspunkte erhältst du durch Aufstufen und durch das Abschließen von Quests und Aktivitäten. Wähle einen Fertigkeitsbaum und tippe X, um ihn zu öffnen. Alles klar, machen wir das doch. Was gibt's denn hier für... Boah, wenn ich das schon wieder sehe. Was ist denn bei dem Game die Durchspielzeit? 2000 Stunden oder? Kriegerin. Schalte neue Nahkampf-Kombos frei und erhöhe Nahkampfschaden und Effektivität. Aha. Fallenstellerin. Das ist was ich nicht machen will. Ich hasse Fallen. Ich will den direkten Kampf. Jägerin. Erhöhe die Fernkampfeffektivität und verbessere die Waffenausdauer und Konzentration. Enthält Waffentechniken für Jägerbogen und Bolzenschießer, die für den Kampf auf mittlere Distanz ideal sind. Überlebende. Erhöht die Effektivität von Heilung und Tränken und erhalte Vorteile, wenn deine Gesundheit niedrig ist. Enthält Waffentechniken für Sprengschleudern und Häckslerhandschuhe. So immer das ist. Eindringling. Verringert deine Sichtbarkeit und Bewegungsgeräusche und erhöhe den Schaden, den du in Tarnung verursachst. Enthält Waffentechniken für Scharfschussbogen, die ideal für einen Fernkampf ideal sind. Und die Maschinenmeisterin erhöht die Effektivität beim Überbrücken von Maschinen sowie den Schaden, den überbrückte Maschinen verursachen und ihre Haltbarkeit. Enthält Waffentechniken für Stachelwerfer, die sehr wirksam gegen große Maschinen sind. Ja, dann gehen wir doch mal direkt in die Jägerin. Junge. Das sind jetzt die einzelnen. An irgendwas erinnert mich das, diese Art von Skilltree. Meine Fresse. Es gibt zu viel. Ich bin überfordert. Maximal überfordert. Konzentration plus. Erhöht dein Konzentrationslimit und verlängere Verwendung. Ziele mit L2 und Typ R3 an, um den Konzentrationsmodus zu gewinnen, um die Zeit zu verlangsamen. Wie ich angekündigt habe, ich kann nicht aimen. Das ist ein Muss für mich. Sorry, Mikrofon, wollte dich nicht schlagen. Das ist ein absolutes Muss für mich. Dies ist ein Mutstoß. Erlerne alle 3 verbundenen Fertigkeiten, um ihn automatisch freizuschalten. Rüste einen Mutstoß aus, um ihn einzusetzen. Mutstöße sind starke Spezialfähigkeiten, für deren Einsatz du Mut aufbauen musst. Baue durch verschiedene Aktionen im Kampf Mut auf, zum Beispiel durch das Entfernen von Bauteilen, Zielen auf Schwachstellen und Besiegen von Gegnern. Also beim Kämpfen. Jeder Fertigkeitsbaum bietet verschiedene Mutstöße, die jeweils einen eigenen Vorteil bieten. Alles klar. Also es gibt auch mehrere von denen pro... Meine Fresse. Ein Punkt von... Ich will nicht zählen, aber... Boah, Alter, das... Pah. Ich glaube, da muss ich 8-mal New Game Plus spielen, dass ich das alles bekomme. Oder ich stelle mir das alles gerade ein bisschen zu groß vor, das Ganze, aber... Naja. Ich weiß es nicht. Ich spreche noch mit Uthid und Vanasha.
Uthid, Vanasha.
Oder Vanasha.
Wouldn't miss it, even if you did leave us hanging after the big battle.
Vanasha, stop. She's here now, isn't she?
For the moment. But I see that look on her face. She's got business to attend to. And it isn't in Meridian.
You know, I didn't vanish before because I wanted to. I had...
No, Huntress. Please. You don't have to justify yourself to us. You saved our butts. If you've got to go, go. With our blessing.
Always.
Let's go, ciao.
You both look like you're doing well.
Mr. Shiny Pants here is now the Sun King's senior military advisor. That means people actually have to listen to him talk? May the sun bless their sorry souls.
At least I say something of substance every once in a while.
What was that? I just fell asleep while you were talking.
And how about you, Vanasha?
I've been looking after Nasadi and Edaman. 2 parts bodyguard, 1 part...
Bad influence.
Huh. I was gonna say nanny, but I like your version better.
I never pictured you as a nanny. Edaman must be special.
Hold on now. I'm not entirely domesticated. Nasadi was the Mad Sun King's wife. She has enemies. I've had to foil a plot or 2.
Right. You can try to hide it, but inside, you're as soft as a silk pillow.
Oh, you have no idea.
Huh? Oh dear.
We were talking about Edaman?
Yeah, okay, I admit it. Edaman's cute. He's fun. And he looks up to me. I like him. Except when he forgets to wash his hands after hooking worms in that muddy garden behind his solarium. Blech.
It's been months since I was in Sunfall. What's become of the Shadow Karja?
After you wiped out the Eclipse, there were hardly any priests or officers left to terrorize the little people.
Avad offered amnesty to all who were forced to serve the Shadow, so the commoners cleaned out the citadel and handed it back to him. The Sundom was unified.
Avad wanted Uther to take command of the garrison there, but Captain Cudley here refused. Rumor has it that he wanted to stay close to me here in Meridian.
That's nonsense, of course.
Er kann uns nicht anlügen.
Well, I know. You're out. Go! Away with you.
Always an honor, champion.
Always a pleasure. But please, little huntress, come back someday and tell us about your adventures. If I can't get in trouble, at least I can hear about yours.
So, jetzt können wir endlich die Werkbank benutzen und den Speer graden. Speer-Upgrade. Spezialausrüstung selten. Installiert die Master-Überbrückung und ein neues Modul, um den Aufbau und die Freisetzung von kinetischer Energie im Kampf zu ermöglichen. Für den Einsatz ist die Fertigkeit Resonatorstoß erforderlich. Alles klar.
Okay. Master override installed. Plus, something new. To store up and release energy. Resonator. Should help in a fight.
Okay, cool. Ja.
Aloy, are you finished with your friends, or do you need more time?
Es ist Zeit zu gehen.
I better get going. And if I'm headed west, it sounds like I'll need rite of passage from the Tenakth, as you said. Where exactly is this embassy going to be held?
Past the Daunt, the canyon that marks the western border of the Sundom. You'll find the fortress of Barren Light at its farthest edge. The embassy will take place just beyond its gates. It's a long march, a fortnight on foot.
A couple of days hard riding should get us there.
Actually, it might be better to rest here tonight. Head out in the morning.
Of course. I'll arrange it.
Ich habe gerade nicht genau geblickt, was er da gerade gemacht hat.
Am I the one to hold this crown of ash and salt? Their kind is close to me. I have to block it out. My voice has grown so somber. These words don't
Schöne gecopyrightete Musik wahrscheinlich.
but the iron won't subside. No matter what I try.